Yo, Philly 254 living life. Back at it. Now we got our Steam Deck, we got our memory cards, our new SSDs possibly. We got ourselves a mouse, but damn, you want to travel, and when traveling, you need a keyboard, and this is just a little bit too big to be lugging around. This is where this bad boy comes into play. The Hammer P trifolding keyboard. It looks good, looks nice, looks slick, but is it as good as it looks? We're about to find out. But real fast before we do that, do make sure you like and subscribe if you like more video, like more content, like what we got going right here with the Steam Deck and cloud gaming. Like, subscribe, cruise the playlist. You know how it go. Do your due diligence. Now let's get into the review. The Hammer P tri-folding keyboard. Well, I can tell you right now, it fits real good in your back pocket if you really want to throw it there. I mean, throw it in your front pocket. But if you got yourself a little backpack, it folds up real nice, real small, real compact. So you can kind of fit it in there with no problems. It connects with not only the Steam Deck, but it connects with your iOS, your Android phone, Windows PC. And you can see right here, these little guys in the Q, W, and E keys. Press your FN key, you can pair it Bluetooth to any one of these. You can actually pair it to multiple devices as well, with the B2, the BT1, BT2, BT3 FN keys. Right now, we only got this bad boy connected to our Steam Deck. So how does it feel? First things first. And this is not a really knock on the keyboard, but you just got to get used to it. The fact that it is smaller. It is a smaller keyboard. So you got to get used to the fact that it is smaller. Some of the keys placed around the seams a little oddly shaped compared to the rest of the keys because, for fit, to make sure they fit right and make sure it can fold nice and compact like this. So you got to get used to that. I mean, look at the space bar. It's kind of split down the middle here. So you got to get used to that. So I'll admit I made some mistakes trying to type because you got muscle memory when you type and you're used to a full size keyboard. It's gonna be a little weird at first, but you get used to it. But it does have a built-in trackpad if you need it. So that way, if you're just doing something on the desktop of the Steam Deck, you can easily do it without too much trouble. Let me show you real quick on the Steam Deck. Okay, let's see here. We are on the desktop now. So first things first, this is me using the trackpad. Man, I tried doing this with the keyboard in the frame. I was just struggling. I'm not gonna lie, I was struggling. So I had to pull the keyboard out the frame just for a second. Let's go to console. Now this is me using the trackpad now. Well, yeah. There goes the mouse right there. Obviously not working. This is me using the trackpad. So let's see if we can find console. Again, you got to get used to the keyboard being a bit smaller. There we go. This is just me typing. Basically just me showing me typing or whatever. As you can see, everything works. No issues whatsoever. Once again, it's just getting used to using the console at all, or not the console, but the size of the keyboard, because it is smaller, which that's no knock on the keyboard, because I mean, it is what it is. You want a compact keyboard for traveling, it's got to be smaller, obviously. So, what do I feel about the keyboard? And I could just pull this in real quick while I struggle. Hopefully, turn the gaming mode. Oh, now I'm moving it. There we go. What are my thoughts on the keyboard? I'll say this. Again, getting used to the size of it is the biggest deal. It's a smaller keyboard, but that's, it's the name of the game. It's what you got to travel a keyboard for. But it definitely works well. All the keys work properly. No issues with that. No sticky keys. Everything feels clicky. You can feel the keys raised, so you can feel what you're typing on. Has your little guide bumps for your, well, I don't know why you got them because it's much smaller, but your little guide bumps for when you're trying to type or whatnot. So that's cool. The keyboard does charge with a USB Type-C charger cable. And it comes in one. So in the box, it does come with a charging cable, just the keyboard, charging cable, and the instruction manual. So you can use, but if you have one laying around, it'll work perfectly fine with the keyboard, whatever. I will say I have noticed that the keyboard does go to sleep pretty fast. So if you stop typing on it, it has a quick turnaround time for when it goes to sleep. So you have to kind of hit the keys a couple times to wake it back up from its little sleep mode. I guess to conserve battery power or not. I don't really have a good strong estimate on the battery personally, but according to the company, I think it's rated 6 to 8 hours if I remember correctly. It's about 38 bucks. I'll go ahead and throw the link in the description and in the pinned comment if you want to grab it. But what do I rate this bad boy? Out of a 10, 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. We're gonna go ahead and get this bad boy. We'll give it a 7. We'll give it a 7. And the biggest reason was just that falling asleep. The keyboard falling asleep is sometimes it gets on my nerves every now and then, but really I only use the keyboard. I don't really use the game with, I'll be honest with you. I use the Steam Deck controllers for the gaming, but every now and then you get to a game, we got to type something, and we all know the on-screen keyboard for the Steam Deck is rough. Yeah, even you try to use it with the touch screen, it's just rough. It's a rough one. So sometimes it's quicker just to have a little keyboard on hand, connect it real quick, type what you got to type, do what you got to do, and keep it moving, right? So I'll give it a cool 7 for what it does. Once again, yeah, I was gonna change it, but no, I was gonna give it an 8, but no, we'll go with a 7. Anyway, like, subscribe, do your due diligence. You know how it go. Cruise to the playlist, share this thing, hit the notification bell. Do what you got to do. We'll catch you on the flip side. We out.